Cybersecurity expert Cyrus Walker joins us with ways to prevent the cyber hack. Good to see you, Cyrus. Thanks for joining us. You know, we hear a lot, and we've heard a lot recently, right, of the companies that are held hostage by the hackers. How coordinated are these things when they happen, and how much more susceptible are we as individuals to perhaps the corporations that are getting the major hacks?
Hackers are getting more sophisticated every day, and AI is supporting that level of sophistication today. We're going to see these kinds of hacks happen more and more. They're getting very skilled and strategic. Instead of going after individual companies, they're going after the software makers that these companies then purchase those software packages and install them in their technology infrastructures. And they use those vulnerabilities to get in, which is what happened in this last major incident that we've been hearing about over the last couple of weeks. So consumers are going to be more subjected to this as these attack vectors advance.
So here's my question from an individual standpoint, right? And this is great advice for any corporation's IT department. For the individual, though, is it we just have to put the trust that our company and our company's IT heads are doing the best that they can, or is there something individually that we should also be aware of?
So that's something that consumers can do, and it starts with how you manage your digital life. Our individual behavior in cyberspace, if you will, is what leads to the vulnerabilities that we deal with as consumers on a daily basis. So how you manage your digital life can really strengthen how secure you are on the internet. And that starts with how you manage your online accounts. Most consumers have about 30 to 40 online accounts. They typically reuse the credentials for each of those accounts over and over again. And when those credentials become compromised, then their entire digital profile is subjected to be compromised. And so the first thing we suggest that you do is compartmentalize your online accounts, which means setting up categories like travel accounts, retail accounts, entertainment accounts, financial accounts, and create a set of credentials for each of those categories. And what that does is that creates a stronger behavioral metric, if you will, around how you manage your online accounts on a daily basis.
What is the mistake that we as individuals make the most? Is it clicking on bad links, or is it something else?
It is being susceptible to social engineering, which is clicking on bad links, responding to emails or sharing information with sources that you don't know or don't trust. So the way to combat that is to approach it with a natural level of vigilance. You know, if those spidey senses are tingling, for instance, that something might not be right here, follow that. Don't just haphazardly give your information out to someone just because they're asking for it. Question them, understand, get to know who they are and why they want the information that they're looking for, because that's what social engineering is all about. It's about access to information so that they can get access to your digital life.
The last thing, Cyrus, and obviously technology just moves at a lightning pace, and unfortunately the hackers, the bad guys, they're moving a step in line with the technology growth. You know, the passwords, the links, that's been around for a long time, and then you hear about the chargers at the airport, for example, and don't use that because that might steal your information. What's happening now? Like, what's next? What do we have to be aware of as far as the next big concern for us?
So I believe the next big concern is how AI will be used to create a more robust threat vector against the consumer. And that is all based on how open the consumer is to social media. AI can be used to scrape social media, to create more robust profiles on consumers so that they can be directly targeted today. And so my recommendation would be to reduce how much information you put out in cyberspace, because that will reduce how robust that threat vector can be against you.
It's great advice. It's tough for a lot of people that love their social media, but you're right. You got to balance that, and you have to be careful with the information you're putting out, because that could be used back against you in the future. Cyrus, thank you very much. Cybersecurity expert Cyrus Walker joining us to try to keep everybody a little bit safer. Thank you so much.
Thank you.